Not a crazy date, no.
Okay.
I mean, other than the nigga that left me stranded at Six Flags, because
Okay,
but that wasn't a crazy date. It wasn't
That's
crazy.
crazy.
He
You
was
was
stranded
stranded.
at Six Flags.
You was stranded.
That's
in Valencia.
crazy.
That's crazy. That's
I don't know.
different.
If someone leaves you stranded, that's a
And he
crazy
stole
date.
my phone.
Girl, bye.
so casual. Why she being so casual
So I
about
had to
it?
break into his house to get my shit and I
Nakieyta.
pawned his shit. But that wasn't
That's the
crazy.
story,
That's
bitch.
the story.
I had to go to his house to get my shit back and break into his house to get my shit back.
Before we
That's
had
stole it
crazy,
and left me stranded. That is crazy.
That's it, that's all. That's it, that's all. How you feel? That's it, that's all. That's it, that's all. Black excellence at its finest. How that skin glows, she's a true diamond. With the world at her back, she's still smiling. Never let that crown till she stays thriving. That's it, that's all. That's it, that's all. Keep it real. That's it, that's all. That's it, that's all. Is that really it though?
Hi, what up, people? Welcome to That's It, That's All, where the girls can come, indulge in shared experiences, connect, and just have a good old kiki. So what we're going to kiki about today is dating. But before that, I want to introduce the girls. We got Bri, a.k.a. Breezy, a.k.a. The Dawn, a.k.a. She Will Whip You. We got Ellen, aka Yogini, aka she gonna birth you. She gonna help you with your baby. I got you. aka we got Nikki, aka Ball Shorty, aka Lady with the Lashes, aka Clack Clack Clack. Yeah. So let's get into
what she gonna
it.
do? What she gonna do?
She gonna clack clack clack.
Okay, clack,
That's
clack,
what she
clack.
gonna do.
Okay.
Clack clack clack. Okay, let's get into it. I want to talk about dating. Because I know we talk about this all the time. Before I say we are located in Los Angeles, I know a lot of y'all out there are not in Los Angeles. Before we get to Los Angeles, I'm just going to pose the question of how is dating in general been for you? Anybody could start.
Well, see, for me, it's based off location.
No, in general, like your dating experience.
I don't want to say in general because for me, it's based off location.
Okay,
It really
okay,
is.
that's fair.
And
That's
for me,
fair.
it's based on occupation.
Oh, okay. What is it based on for you, Ellen?
Ooh, I gotta think about it.
You gotta think about
Because
it.
my brain want to say convenience, but I'm not gonna say that.
Well,
'cause
why?
That's
That's
not
what it
true.
is.
But it's
It doesn't
not.
gotta be positive if that's your truth.
But that's not my truth. That's why I said I need to think about it.
Okay,
That's
well,
what
I
my brain
guess
wanna
for
say.
me, I guess overall, okay, see, that's a trick question for me because dating overall has been good. Like if we want to do dating in air quotes, like girl will go on a date, like you know what I mean. Now calculating and converting that date to a substance, that's a whole nother conversation. So we got what we got for dating in general. Let me just get specific, I guess. Okay, so I'm from the East Coast. And I know what my dating life has been in the East Coast versus here in LA. So I'm gonna shoot it over to the ladies because that's what I got them here for. I don't gotta talk all the time. How has dating in LA been for you?
The pool is filled with piss.
Baby and boo boo.
Pissy.
It's blue. It's not clear no more.
It's green.
It's nasty. They need to drain the water and add new water.
I just feel like it's harder as a black woman here because I feel like out of all of the different types of women, we're the least desired, except by white men. They love my ass out here.
Girl,
But a black
you know I
man,
know.
unless he's 60, they don't want me.
What?
And I will say this:
It depends on the kind of black man.
That's
That's
true.
Your blue face niggas, no, unless we're wearing a wig, they're gonna walk past us. But your Wale's, maybe your J. Cole's, I don't know. They're more queening me to death, and I'm just like, don't do that.
like pandering.
Hotep.
Don't patronize me.
Hotep.
don't hotep
Yeah.
me. I get a lot of them.
Will you expound on that? Hotep on you.
Because you eat a milk of magnesia, girl.
Okay, so I haven't. Okay, dating in LA for me has not really happened because I came here partnered, and I didn't really date like that. But as far as like when I did have a Tinder or a Black account here or Bumble or anything like that, I just got too many people. Just too many people. And then it's like, it's hard to wade through it. And then I get overwhelmed and I'm just like, fuck it. And I don't go back to the app.
It's just a process of getting to know people. It just becomes redundant.
It's
tedious.
stupid.
It's just
And
no
then
substance.
I think now as I transition into like, being in a relationship, I'm looking at y'all and it's just like, damn, like it really ain't nothing out there. And I feel like, damn, like it's, and I'm pansexual. So I'm not just talking about men. I'm talking about women too. It's like everybody is looking for either a quick fuck good time, but they're not really looking for
all
any.
of them.
They're
Almost
not
all
even
of
looking
them.
to be friends with you after. It's like I'm down to be friends with benefits. Like we can hang out, go to the movies.
It means
fuck in
friends
the car, keep
with
moving.
benefits.
Being
But
actual
it's-
friends.
yeah,
They don't
but
understand that.
they don't
I'm like,
wanna
I
do
don't
They
mind.
just think
They
that
just want the
means-
benefit.
Yes,
Correct.
friends.
They don't want to
with
actually be your
benefits.
friend.
But they
Now in
don't
DC, I had a great friends
Oh
with
my
benefit
God.
situations. Perfect. Like they
We
would still
know.
treat me like a gentleman, take me out. I mean, y'all do know. Listen,
know.
shout out to my lovers in DC.
Lovers.
Because y'all are the ghosts. Like y'all give me the experience that I would want, and I can't find that here.
Yeah, LA has not been great. I mean, I was in 2 relationships while I've been here. Both clearly failed. But I think in dating overall, I just never been in a place, and I've lived in a couple places now. I lived in Jersey, I lived in Maryland and DC, I lived in China, I lived here, and I just feel like what I haven't found, it's just too much going on. I feel like a lot of people will come out to LA to find themselves, right? They're trying to recreate themselves. They're like middle America, or like they was the
trying to come
school
up.
nerd and they got buff all of a sudden. Now they want to act like they don't got no sense.
Child.
You know, so I feel like for me, I actually made a decision not to date. Like y'all know, like I used to be on dates. Like I'm out, like I'm leaving.
Baby,
I'm
she had
out.
one every day
You
of
know
the
what I
week.
mean?
She'll be
But
like,
I
hey, y'all,
literally
love
know
you,
I'm
bye.
made. Love you, bye.
I was home. I said, no, you wasn't.
No, you wasn't.
I
'Cause
saw
they
your
be like,
location,
Asian
bitch.
But I made a decision
No, you was
not
not.
to date. Like I have not been on a date in 6 months. Like
You
have
said
not
no,
been
boo.
on a date in 6 months. And I made that solid decision because I feel like what I'm looking for, I got to also change some of the things I was doing to manifest what I actually want. And what I was doing was circulating. I was just like, oh, you trying to take me here? And, I'm expensive because I live my own life that way. You know what I mean? I take care of myself that way. So I expect people to take care of me that way. And so, like, I was circling them. I was in, like, I'm taking you some inches. Like, a Casey kidnap was always a good time. Like, we going out. We out here. And I just felt like that mindset also may have been hindering what I actually wanted because I was recycling. So, like, yes, I can say the dating scene is shitty, but I had to realize I wasn't shit either.
Right. It's,
Like,
I
I
think
wasn't
social
shit
media
either.
has a lot to do with that, with too many options. Back in the day, like you might have had a Black Planet or whatever, but like it wasn't, you didn't have access to
MySpace.
As for us, it was MySpace, but our parents were dating, and when they were like it was like Black Planet, and so like they didn't have access to as many people as we do now. Like I can talk to 10 people tonight if I choose to, without having to leave my house. Back in the day, you want to meet people, you had to go out and talk to people, and so you weren't like. So now it's like because everything's at the click of a finger, like the chances you getting ghosted and them finding somebody else is very high.
Yeah.
And that can get discouraging. But I realized I never got ghosted until I moved here, and it's not because they didn't necessarily like me. It's just they have other options. They don't. They just want to try something else.
Yeah.
Right.
And we
It had
know
nothing to do with you.
Yeah, and we know that like population wise, it's definitely more women than there are men.
Correct.
So for us, although we get a whole bunch of likes and a whole bunch of super likes and all this
My
other
hinge
stuff,
is like 250 full
yeah,
deep.
it's full. But now
In the
you
queue.
got to realize that this person has looked at double the amount of likes that you
Correct.
have. So
Correct.
he's liked 350, 500 girls,
Probably.
and now
Waiting to see
who's
who's gonna
hits.
like him back.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like playing Russian roulette, and I don't really. That's
also,
what.
they have better options. Women are there are a lot more better choices in women than there are men. If
I
you're
agree.
dating somebody, y'all break up, he will find a woman that's decent way faster than you will find a man that's decent.
Oh, don't I know it?
And
And
it's
it's
so-
not, we're
it's
not
a
even
lot.
talking about looks. We just talking about just
a
little
person,
shit.
just a person.
Do he change
just
his
as a
sheets?
person.
Substance. It's the
Do he got more than
substance,
2
yeah.
forks in his kitchen?
Just as a person.
Ooh, that 2 forks in the kitchen thing will throw me.
Do he
Half the
got
time they only got
at
two
least 2
towels.
matching cups like that?
Oh, he got
Like
2
that. I'm not even
towels.
talking about looks. Can you just have a decent place?
Do you have
Exactly.
toilet paper in your house?
Yes, like
That's the one for
Do you have
me.
an extra
clean
roll?
towels.
Clean
Like, do you have a
towels.
washcloth and a towel?
It's
They be
crazy.
having 2
it's
towels.
crazy.
2
It's crazy.
towels, 2 forks, 2 cups.
And when you come over, they be like, just use mine. I be like, no.
No.
I'm
So
not.
let me
I'm
ask
a
you
air
this.
dry.
Okay, so let me let
I'm
me
a
ask
air
you
dry.
this. This could be dating, and this can be within having sexual relations. So when I pose this question, what are some situations or even words or phrases that may trigger you?
Grand Rising. I won't respond.
Okay.
Whatever that shit Obi said, whatever that shit Obi wrote one time, don't let me go to my phone and find it. That, I won't respond.
Oh, that shit was crazy. It was another one. I ain't never heard that shit in my life. It was just some. It was
I don't even know what that was.
It was so Ocean.
Good morrow. It was something else.
She pulled that shit.
Okay.
Out of thin air.
So Grand Rising. Okay. So Grand Rising is triggering.
Anything around along those lines.
Okay. So.
Oh God.
Queen also. I don't like it. Don't.
So for me, it's triggering shaking my head. Like when they just like SMH.
What you doing to me to death? What you doing?
WD.
What
What you doing? What you up to?
We have a conversation. Like, bro, can you? How was your day? My day was. Can you like? What you doing? Oh, that's cool.
I'm just chilling.
I'm like,
Chilling. One word text messages.
I can't.
Chilling. I guess mine would be when I am having sex, I hate to hear you got some good pussy. I hate to hear it. It's so triggering to me.
Why?
And I
What?
think it's because anytime I've ever heard that, no, time out. It could be a compliment in your head, but how many times has that? How many times have you heard that and it actually led to something good? Like actually led to substance.
What do you mean? You mean like the guy stays around?
Right. The
Okay.
guy has stayed around, or they actually presented you. So now, I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just talking from my personal experience.
Okay.
Because I feel like I already know that, nigga. Like, I already know that I got that. Like, is there something else about me that you like?
Well, he's fucking
But
you.
he's
So
fucking you.
what he supposed to say
I don't
in the
like
moment?
it.
He in your pussy.
I don't like it. It's triggering to me.
So
Because
what would you rather him say?
I don't know what I would rather him say, but from my personal experience to what has happened, and maybe that could just be the
That
guys
shit
that
made
I'm
me throw it back
choosing.
harder. I'd be like,
Like,
ain't it good?
Make me squirt, daddy.
it just takes me out of it. Like, it takes me out of it because I feel like I don't know if I correlate him saying that to me, but like, oh, you're not gonna be here tomorrow.
But no, I can understand it because it's like you have had experiences where people have said that to you, and maybe you did feel positively the first or the second or the third time, but they did not show you that meant anything beyond the physical.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Heard.
And that's what I'm saying. So it's like even if
Well,
I'm liking
also,
that person,
are these the things that are you fucking on the first date? Or is this the 12th
no,
date? Like,
no,
if you are.
That's
It's
12.
not. I mean, a trigger
But
is a trigger.
what I'm saying is, if it's the first date, and also at the same time, if you
you're
gave it up
not
on the
my
first date, you
man,
can't
if you're not
necessarily be mad at
committed to
him.
me, if my committed man, my boyfriend said I had good pussy, that's a different story. When you out here, you dating and you getting to know people and you having sex with somebody and they don't have a commitment against you,
It triggers you either way, whether it's the 8th time y'all fucked or the first time y'all fucked.
if that's not we not committed.
But he's
Okay.
obviously the 8th time he's sticking around. So I'm confused
But
by like
sticking around and commitment are
But
two
he can
different
tell
things.
you everything you
So,
want to
baby,
hear
if
and
y'all
still
talk-
dip.
Are y'all talking?
Y'all,
Right.
y'all not gonna batter me on my trigger.
No,
That's just my
I just don't-
trigger.
I just don't get it, but it's fine.
I hear you.
And you don't have to.
I
That's
know.
fine.
I hear you. I hear you.
That's why it's my trigger.
I hear you, and I honor your trigger.
Well, I like
Okay,
it.
you're
Like, I'm like,
welcome.
tell,
do that, Ellen.
tell her that she got regular ass pussy next time because telling her she got
and
good
that would
pussy
be a
gonna trigger
trigger
her.
too, nigga.
So what are you supposed to say? Don't say nothing. Just be silent. Say nothing.
I don't know why.
Now,
Like I wish
being
I could
silent
explain.
triggers me.
Okay.
Let me know you like what's
Something,
going on.
something, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's
And
going on?
I've had some great sex partners. They know who they are. And
We can name them.
We can name them.
shout out to Rob. But that nigga would never make a sound. We like and I already knew he liked it because he wouldn't leave me the fuck alone. So I know that it's not that. But he was so silent. Like no emotion. Like nigga, can you moan or something?
Well, why would his silence like trigger you? Like me, I don't get it.
Well, okay.
The difference between actually
Mine makes a lot more sense than yours.
No,
No, it
doesn't.
But, okay,
You still haven't said
maybe-
what should he say when he fucking you.
I
then?
said I don't know. I don't know why it
So
triggers
that
me,
don't
but
make
it's a
sense.
trigger.
Hers makes sense.
Why?
Because I don't
Why
know if
would
he's
I-
enjoying it or not.
Exactly. We don't
And
know
I
how
said
you feeling.
I had a trigger because I already told y'all why it triggers me.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
why does it make sense? I explained it to you.
Because we just
But
don't
then I
understand.
get
That's
never
all.
mind. Okay, never mind. Next
don't understand.
What's the next subject?
Okay.
Topic.
So the next
We be on this
the
one
next
tomorrow.
one is all right. What are some absolute red flags
What, we talking about sex or just
in general?
relationship?
In general, dating, relationship. Because we
Okay,
dating.
I want to go first.
Okay.
So, red flag in sex, if a guy does not
Hey, in
give
sex?
me head.
Oh, you said in general.
In sex. I'm just gonna go from sex and I'm gonna go to dating.
Oh,
okay.
Two real quick.
Oh, okay.
If a guy doesn't give, or if a person, doesn't have to be a guy, if a person is not willing to give head, if they will not do that, that means that
Tony.
I'm just a good time, and that's okay. but don't expect that from me, right? But that's a red flag for me if I'm looking for a relationship.
That's weird.
I mean, why?
Because I never met it.
I mean, you said if you look for a relationship.
If I'm looking for a relationship and I'm talking to somebody and they won't give me head and we're having sex,
Yeah, that's weird.
how is that weird?
No.
Oh, you're agreeing?
Them not, yes. Them not giving you head. I'm like, especially a girl, like, what y'all doing?
Yeah.
What y'all doing?
Well, actually, it's still surprising to me that we're coming from a time where there's a point where men did
Still
not.
don't.
And it blows my
Yes.
mind because I completely missed that. That went over my head. I was like, when was there a time that men were not giving oral sex?
I had a guy in high school.
I did not know that.
There was
Yeah,
a
they
guy I
were.
dated in high
I mean,
school.
I
So
got
that's
with
I thought
guys
that shit
that
went
don't do
past
it.
me because
He
I've
wouldn't
never
do
met
it.
that before.
Yeah, this guy I dated. He's actually from LA. That's crazy. And I'm
Back
home.
to LA.
The trash song. He talking about how much he a freak and talking about someone and let her get a pussy lick.
But I ain't drunk enough to do that. I'm
Because I
like,
ain't drunk enough
what?
to do that.
Yeah.
You ain't no freak.
I
That's
mean,
basic shit.
I mean, there's women that don't suck dick. So is that the same thing?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
That's the same
I
thing
never
to me.
have
Exact
met.
thing.
Suck dick.
Like the
I've never met a woman that don't suck
know how
dick.
to
if you don't suck dick,
Did your
bitch,
mama
you
teach you how to
deserve
suck
to be
dick?
single. Like
I ain't
you
never
deserve
met
to be
one.
single if you don't suck dick. I'm
What
like,
is some of your red flags, Nikki?
Besides my mother, I ain't met one. I ain't gonna say you deserve to be
you
single,
do.
but
You do.
I ain't gonna say
You
that.
do.
You could have other good qualities, but
No.
But what's your red flags, Nick?
they all everything.
Nikki
Everything
is a
they
whole
do,
red flag.
everything they do.
Somebody walk
They
in.
blink, I'm
Somebody
triggered.
walk in.
They breathe, they sneeze, I'm triggered. It's a red flag.
Mine is when they don't
Oh my
when they
God.
don't properly ask you on a date. It's always you want to come
Oh
over
my
and
God.
chill.
Let's link.
Yeah.
Let's link up.
And I always
What
respond,
what
link
does
and
that
do
mean?
what? I always say link and do
well,
what.
okay, so
Link.
one of my red flags is the
I'm not
timing
coming to your house.
while
First
we're
date.
having conversation. The timing of your response while we're having a conversation, like texting,
Oh my God.
or a call. No, meaning if we're
stand
in
people
a
get mad about that
conversation.
shit.
I'm not talking about like if
Texting don't
I
bother me.
got high, if I got a high, right, and I know you at work and maybe whatever. But I feel like there was a clip that said you should be thinking about me. Like if you have intentions for me, you should be thinking about me. So a whole day go by and you don't even be like, "What's up?" Or like if we're in mid like deep conversation and then you go disappear, like you don't even say like, "I'll be right back."
So
you know
in
what I'm
the
saying? Like the consideration.
So in the defense of the people who do that, because I'm one,
I'm definitely
I'm a
one of those
person that
people.
will literally start a conversation with somebody, put my phone down, and they will swear that I threw the phone across the
I might have fell
field, and I just
asleep, might
said,
have-
"Fuck it." It's not
Side
how I
track.
feel. It's just I don't always have my phone like on me, or I'm not always checking it, and I get anxiety when my phone rings. So if I'm not looking at it, or if it's not vibrating next to me, I don't hear it, or I don't
I
see it.
understand that, but I
So-
also feel like it's rude. Like because
If we're having a conversation,
But if
it's
we're
texting.
having
That's a form of communication that's
even
not
still, if we're having a legit
in real
conversation,
time.
like say for instance, we're texting back and forth, or we don't like we'll say texting because on a call you could just say bye, right? So if we're texting for a good 10 minutes and we end the conversation, I say something to you and 4 hours go by or 3 hours go by, like you gotta text
different.
me, like you gotta say something like you got busy, you knew we was just talking. Hey, I gotta run in somewhere. Let me text you back. To me, it's a lack of consideration
Okay.
for my feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about
What's your sign,
like
KC?
I'm a Gemini.
Okay, I figured. That's what it
Yes,
was.
I was
That's
like,
what I felt.
don't like that because I feel like if you are considering me, especially in dating, you trying to make me your woman.
I'm the worst.
If you trying to make me your
Fucking worst.
woman and you are saying that you care about me and you saying that you have intentions about me, that goes into thinking about like me in general. Yes, you doing what you doing. I'm not saying you gotta be on my heels all day every day, but like if you didn't text me all day, like you talking about, oh hey boo at 7:00, we had a whole day. Where was my good morning text or just checking on you? I'm busy today.
So
like
do you do that for people?
yes, I do.
Okay.
I
I
check
used to be
it.
up at the crack of dawn.
I check in on y'all all the time.
Yeah.
Like I do that with everybody I love in my family. Like even if I don't hear from y'all a couple days, like, hey, just checking in and say, I do that all the time with everybody that I know. And y'all get texts from me, so y'all
No,
can't
I
say,
do.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying. I just was curious about the dating
Nikki, I
part.
texted you yesterday. Don't do that.
I think
I literally texted you yesterday.
but for me, like stuff like
Well,
that
the day
doesn't
before,
necessarily
I said,
bother
hey,
me.
boo, just saying hi.
But
Did I not do that?
If you don't text me all day, I probably go text you the next day. Like
text me? I did,
it don't bother me like that.
I was
But
like,
I
I
do
like
think
that.
that if certain things like that bother you, or you expect certain things, you need to communicate that to your partner
Yeah.
because not everybody operates like that. And I'm personally one of those
absolutely.
people. So yeah, as long as you're like,
Yeah.
hey, look, I understand you can be busy, but check in with me.
No, absolutely.
You know, communicate.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to communicate. For
But
sure.
a lot of women, and I know you're definitely not that person. You're definitely the person that will say how you feel. But a lot of women just expect men to read their minds or expect them to act the way they want them to, and then get mad when they don't, and have never communicated, hey, this is what I expect. Hey, this is what I would like from you. This is and men are not mind readers. They are the most simplest creatures on the planet. Like, it could be right in their face and they still won't see it unless you
Feed me, love
unless
me,
you
fuck
haven't
me.
explicitly
That's what they do.
if you
Feed me,
haven't
love me, fuck
explicitly
me.
said it to him, it's almost safe to assume he doesn't fucking know.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. I agree with. I definitely agree with
Unless you've been
communication.
like beating a dead horse in a relationship. A lot of women repeat stuff over and over, and niggas just don't care. Now that's different. If you've been saying something and he don't respond, then he just don't fucking
I
care.
agree. And
But
I
if
would
you've
go
never
back to
said
your-
anything, assume he don't know.
I would agree too on your point. My other red flag is the same one as you.
Repeat.
No.
Oh.
Not being asked on a proper date.
Yes, and that's
Because,
LA. They
and I'm not
famous for
talking
that.
about, and a proper date is not, guys, a proper date is not you spending a shit ton of money on
No,
me.
it's not.
I want you to, and I think that's what guys think. A proper date is you actually having an intention and a plan for us to spend time together. It could be
That's
like,
not
hey,
at your
boo,
house.
pick up. That's not at your fucking house. Like, that shit is annoying.
not at your house.
I don't want to come to your house.
Especially the first or second time that we've met.
I don't want to come
I'm
to
not
your
coming
house.
to your house.
I don't want to come to your house.
It's not even just that. It's the way you ask me.
Right.
That's the
I
part
don't
that can't
care
even
how
get
you
past.
ask me.
Yes,
I'm
I
not
do.
coming to your house the first.
How
No,
do you-
I do care
I was
about
about to
that.
say,
but I'm
that's
saying
the whole-
But I'm saying even if you ask me properly to come to your
No,
house
no,
and
I'm
it's the
not
first
talking
time,
about
still
that.
not
I'm
coming.
just talking about on a date in general.
Right.
You
Okay,
can
okay,
have
okay.
intentions, but if you ask me wrong, no.
Yes. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, because I feel like the intent behind it, like you could be like, "Hey, boo, get ready at 1:00." I would be happy as fuck if we ended up at Balboa Park. You had a nice little picnic and maybe some wine and like cheese and crackers, and we just sitting under the tree. That's cute. That's thoughtful. Put some
And cheap because
thought.
Trader Joe's got $5
Right,
wine.
I'm just saying, like, there's no like
$6
they wanna go-
meat
Don't
and $6
don't make me
cheese.
plan my own date because I'm
easy.
running you up. Like, you ask
Okay,
me what
so
I
this-
want
this
to
is my
do.
thing.
If you don't have no plans, I'm telling you, I want to go to Yamashiro. I'm ordering. I want to be by it on the table with the koi fish.
Omakase,
I'm
give
gonna
me
run
with
you
the-
up because
Let's do it
if
real
you don't
quick.
give if you asking me on a date and you don't have the gall or the know-how to be like, all right, let me actually think about something that this woman may like because it's the woman I'm trying to get to know. I'm running you up.
Yeah,
I'm
but that's
running
why
you
when
up.
you said you don't have to spend money, I kind of made like a screw face because most
For
guys.
a lot of money.
Well, no, I'm saying, but
I
like
didn't
most
say
guys,
no money.
No, what I'm saying, but
Do I
most
look like a
guys,
no money
No,
bitch?
no,
Oh, okay.
but not a lot of money, or
Not a lot.
not a
Not
lot.
a lot of money.
But like, I'm the type of person where if someone says, "Hey, what do you want to do?" or "I want to go on a date with you," they always ask me. So if you ask me, like you said, "Oh, we go, hey, baby, we gonna go see a Lakers game. We gonna go to dinner after."
Running you up.
The next day, you gonna take me to brunch. Like we gonna hang out, all right? And that's what it's gonna be. And you gonna
But
spend a
here's
good
the thing,
$500-$600.
and the thing, Ellen, to piggyback off of that, I'm not asking you nothing I wouldn't do for myself.
Oh, for sure.
That's the thing. That's the crazy part. They be like, "Oh, y'all women, y'all want this and stuff." Like I said, do you know what me and my girls do
We go
every
out.
week?
We
We
go
will do
out.
this myself. I will drop that. I will drop that $300 myself. Don't
Happily.
get it twisted. So if you can't decide,
We do it all the time.
happily. So if you can't decide to be like, "Hey, let me actually think about this. This is a woman that I'm really trying to get to know. I want to see what she likes and stuff like that." Like, come with something. Bring something to the table. Like, it don't gotta be this extravagant thing. Only the fact that you actually thought about it, and that's what I don't think they get a lot. Like, actually think about me. Like, you want to get you want to be with me, but
I
you're not
think-
even starting off thinking about me.
But I think like society
crazy.
tells them that, happy wife, happy life. Do what your girl wants you to do type energy. They don't really, you shouldn't have to think about it because she's going to tell you. So I think that they're trying in their own way to do what you want. But it's more about, from my perspective, it's a thoughtfulness. It's being like, you know what? I know my girl loves yoga. I love yoga. Let me take her to a special yoga at night where they going to have sound baths and shit. That's a date to me. We're going to go and do yoga together, and I'm going to laugh at you falling out of every pose. And then after that, we're going to eat some smoothies.
Exactly.
You gonna
But
eat
that
a
was-
smoothie?
Yes. Sometimes you got to chew. You can't just
True,
swallow.
especially if you
I
get
see
coconut
that.
in
You
it.
can't just swallow.
Especially
Yes,
if you
I
get
do.
coconut.
No, you can't. You can't
we
just
gotta-
swallow.
Yes, you do.
Especially if you get
Just get
coconut.
an acai bowl, okay?
Exactly.
I ain't eating no smoothie.
Okay, so
She was smoothie.
what is the craziest first date story
Bitch.
that you have?
Bitch.
Can I start? Can I start with this
Of
one?
course.
Okay,
Host, go
I want to start with this one. When I first moved out here, this had to be like a weekend. And back home, like none of the dating apps was a thing yet. Like Tinder was like brand new. Even Uber was brand new. They was like, somebody told me to order an Uber when I first moved down here. I was like, what do you mean an Uber? I just call a cab. They was like, no, they don't do cabs here. It's an Uber. I was like, so what's an Uber? They was like, yeah, they come and drive. I was like they real car? Like I'm supposed to get in the car with a stranger? Like I didn't understand. And so when like I really did. Like I was like, no. But so there was Tinder. There was Bumble. I had no idea what these things were when I first moved out here because we didn't have them on the East Coast yet. Mm-hmm. And so I went on this date with this guy, and I was living in Koreatown, and I didn't drive. Like I was living in Koreatown. I just moved out here. I was like literally like a weekend. I was just like, I'm bored. I'm lonely. Let's see what's going on. So this guy meets me. I was like, well, meet me at this coffee shop by my house or whatever. So he comes, meets this coffee shop. I'm sitting there ordering the coffee, and he not ordering nothing. And then I go to pay for my coffee. He didn't offer to pay for the coffee. And I was just like, okay. So we sit in the back, and he's sitting there looking real jittery. Like, I'm looking at this man like,
you on a date with a crackhead, bitch.
Girl.
You on a date with a crackhead and don't even realize it, child.
I was like, what the fuck? In my mind, he talking. He's like, yeah, you're real beautiful.
Did you meet him on an app or did you meet him in person?
An app. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't know anything about the apps. Like, that we knew, now we know now. I didn't know anything about it because they didn't have it. He's sitting across the thing like, hey, so, yeah, you really, like, I'm like, oh my God.
I would have ran about it.
So I was like, it was like 15 minutes in, I drank my coffee. I said, I think I'm gonna go. He was like, well, can I walk you? No. And I was just like, but my house was close enough. Like he wasn't walking me to my house, but like where we was walking from, you had to go. I don't know if you know where the Wilton is, but it's that like you know that like Chase Bank. It's like that walkway or whatever.
I know what you're talking about. I live in Koreatown.
Yeah, so it's that walkway. So I was like, okay, well, you can walk me through this walkway, and then we can go our separate ways. So he was like, well, can you? He's like, I feel like I gave off a bad impression. I said, you did, and we sat on this bench real quick, and I was just like, so I'm about to go. Like, what do you want to talk to? He was just like, well. He says to me, well, I just don't think we're on the same page. And I said, what do you mean? He was just like, you just don't want the things that I want. I said, no, I don't, sir. And I walked away. And as he's walking away, what did he say? He said, thank you for wasting my fucking time. I just wanted to fuck anyways. And I walked away laughing so hard. And I was just like, never again. And I was like, I literally stayed off.
You got time today, bitch.
I was like, and because we was in that little thing, it echoed too. He was like, I just wanted to fuck anyway. That's literally. So I walked away and had a little speed walk. I was like,
bitch, I want to start a book.
I said, pew around that corner, but I was laughing so hard, and I swear I didn't look at another dating app for a year after that.
You were scarred, bitch.
Shit.
Oh my God. What was yours? Because I was like, I would never forget that.
Child, my echo would have said, nigga, bye. Like, get the fuck out of here. No.
Oh my God.
No.
Mine was, oh my God. This was in DC. And this guy, he had been wanting to go out on a date with me for a while, but like our schedules just didn't line up. And so he was like, well, I want to really take you out. He said, but I have this one job I got to do. And I said, look, I have next weekend off. And you said, yeah, next weekend. We can wait till next week. He's like, no. Let's do it this weekend. I want to see you. So I drive and go see him.
Because you're a driving asshole.
She a driving ass bitch.
I am a driving ass bitch, right? So I'm in Virginia. I go to Maryland to see this man, right? And I get to his house, and he's like, yeah, we're going to go to the movies. We are leaving to get in the car, and his 16-year-old daughter is following us. I said, she going with us? He's like, yeah. She gonna go with us just for the movies. Like, I got to get her some stuff, like, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, if you had a day, like we could have did this next weekend, like I suggested. Why is your daughter with us on our first date? So we at the movies. She's there. We get out the movies. He's like, I gotta buy her some tennis shoes or whatever. And the whole time like she's shopping, he's telling me, yeah, I got caught her with a boy last week and she shouldn't be getting shit. Blah blah. And I'm like,
are we supposed to be on a date or no?
Like, I'm like, why am I here? Like, I don't understand. I'm shopping. You're buying your daughter all these clothes. I'm here. I'm just sitting here.
Do you buy you anything?
No.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
That's
the problem.
You got thrown into parenthood with no consent. Like,
right. And I'm like, okay. So then we go to the food court. He did buy me some Chick-fil-A.
Ooh, you got the nuggets.
You got the 8 count.
You got the 8
I
count.
got the 12 count.
You got the 12 count. That's the least you can do.
You better run him up.
Run him up. 12 count.
He was like, okay, when we leave here, I'm gonna drop her off, and then he said, I gotta do something real quick. He said, but it won't be long, and his daughter is snickering. And I'm like, what? He's like, no. I gotta, I do private security. I just gotta walk this important VIP in, like a very, like, for the government, he claims. And he's like, walk her in, and then I'll be out. And his daughter is continuously laughing. And I'm like, what is funny?
He fucking that.
Did you say to the daughter? What is
No,
funny?
this is legit his daughter.
Yeah.
This is his daughter. I said, what's so funny? I said, there's something I don't know. She's like, just be honest with her and tell her what you really got to do. This man was an exotic dancer.
Hey.
And he had a bachelorette party to dance for.
Yeah, he had a gig. Hey.
I said, child.
So you babysitting?
No. We dropped her off. We dropped her off. I said, Brian, I told if you had clearly are busy today. Like I did not have to come an hour to come see you if you were busy. No, it's cool. We drive to the party. He asked me to pretend to be the manager so that I can go inside with him.
Did you
collect
do it?
the money?
Did you do
well,
it?
Bitch, we were in his. I was stuck. I had to go. So I walk in, I like I'm the manager, collect the money. Bitch, this man comes out in a G-string with his elephant trunk dick just swinging, and 15 women losing their fucking minds in the living room. This is my first introduction to this man naked. Is other bitches
Gawking at his
gawking
penis.
and having it slap. He's slapping them in the face.
How long was the party?
At least 45 minutes he danced for these ladies, and I'm on the stairs right.
Collecting dollars.
I'm on the
picking up the dollars.
No, the bitch. No, I'm the man. I'm sitting on the stairs, and the living room is over here, and I'm on the stairs just watching, and this man is just. I'm just like, get me the fuck out of here. Like, why am I here? I cannot believe. Like, if I explain this story to somebody, they're not gonna fucking believe me.
How did I get here?
How did I get here? And then the lady it was the lady who was getting married. Her sister was the one giving me the money. She's like, "Thank you so much. He's so great. I will book him again." She gives me all this stack of money, and baby, I take $200 and put it in my pocket.
Of course you did. That's your inconvenience. What the fuck?
Are you crazy?
Did you talk to him after that?
No. I did fuck him that night though, because I saw his penis and I was like, yeah, I gotta
Oh my God.
But we used to text him, but still, I was like, I ain't see that man again after that. I was like, this was the weirdest first date. Like, how did I end up here?
Oh my God. How about you? Ellen?
Okay.
You had time to think about this.
Okay.
You sure did.
I did. You're right. So I was debating between two different stories. I'm gonna go with the more scandalous one. So don't judge my lifestyle. Okay.
Oh.
So there was a time.
Who's else you talking to?
I know, right? I love y'all. But y'all don't judge me. Don't judge me.
They're gonna be in the comments like, judgment.
Bitch was doing
Judgment.
this. Okay. So
Tomato.
I'm wiping off and make ketchup, bitches. Okay. Anyway. So basically, when my partner and I moved out here to L.A. in like 2018, we didn't have no money. We were struggling, whatever. And I had a shitty job. We was doing like, event planning and stuff. So it was like crappy money, inconsistent. And one of my homegirls was like, you should get on Seeking Arrangements. And I was like, okay, let's do that. Me and my girlfriend, 2-for-1 special. We can find some nice looking, make some good bread.
Some good money. Do less.
Trying to get this rent. Trying to get this rent paid.
Shit.
So we meet this guy, and he lives. We were living in Koreatown.
Ew, you ain't talking about.
No, I'm not. I'm not, bitch. No. Because we frequent circles. Anyway, so we met this guy, and
I know what
okay, shut up. We're not talking about him.
Okay.
So we meet this guy. He's
he ain't
cool.
spend shit.
No, he didn't spend shit. That's why we're not
Shit.
even having a conversation about him right now. Okay. So we meet this guy. We're staying in Koreatown. We've been here for maybe 6 months. And we've not really been around LA beyond like the touristy spots. So we meet this guy. He's real, he's an older white guy, kind of cool. He's like an ex-boxer and stuff like that. So we're like, all right. He's like, hey, I want to take you ladies out. You know, I know the club owner of Avalon. Meet me in Hollywood. I was like, all right. He gave us his address. We get to his house. He got Basquiat's on the wall. I'm like, oh, bitch, this nigga got
Basquiat.
Basquiat.
He got biscuits on the wall. Let's go.
Plural. Basquiat's. Two. Okay. So I'm looking at it. And, you know, my girlfriend, you know, we from the South. And I'm a little more cultured than she is. So she didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. I was fangirling because I was like, oh, my God, this shit crazy. So we get to Avalon, we hanging out, everything's cool. Get back to old dude's house, and he started negotiating with us, y'all. He's like, so what y'all comfortable with doing? And
He got extra got.
He got what?
He got extra got.
Extra got?
Escargot.
Escargot? No,
He
baby.
had no escargot.
No, he didn't have no
He
escargot.
got the Basquiat. He got the biscuits.
No, he didn't have no escargot to go with the Basquiat. No, baby. So we at his house, and he's like, so what are y'all comfortable with doing? And this was like our first introduction to having somebody
Type
like
of sugar daddy.
yeah,
or
sugar daddy,
arrangement.
yeah, that type of thing. So I wasn't
He was
necessarily
going over your
comfortable.
terms.
Yeah, we was going over terms and conditions,
And probably trying to get
fine
over.
print. And when we were at the club, you know, people was, you know, doing, you know, having fun. So we was like, all right, cool. We down for this, and the third. Get down to it. I tell him, I'm like, I am more dominant, so you are not going to do anything to me that will make me feel submissive. So no penetration, nothing like that. He was like, all right, cool. I'm down for that. Old buddy goes in his big closet and bag of tricks, and he pulls out a giant, when I tell y'all giant, a giant dildo. A giant dildo. And he says, I want you to put this on. And I was like, all right,
You
cool.
did tell him you was dominant.
You know, I shouldn't have used that word.
You opened it up. Pandora's box.
So he whips out all the things. And, you know, I was on, you know, illicit materials, and I was down for it. So we get to it, and at the end, he's like, I'm about to come. Let's go to the bathtub. And this is the first time we met this guy. So this is why I'm bringing it up, because this was supposed to be a
Why you
date.
going to the
It was supposed to be us getting to know this person. But, you know, it went further, which isn't a problem. You know, we all do a little something on the first date.
We grown.
You know, we big girls. So
That's the best time to do it.
Right? Let them know what's up. Set
Get
the
out the
tone.
gate.
Set the tone.
Figure-
Yeah. See what's
Test
popping.
drive.
You ain't
Don't
got to
waste
worry
my
about
time.
exactly. No surprises.
Twinkle.
He's like, all right, I'm going to lay down in the tub. And I was like, okay, cool. He was like, I want you to pee on me. Bitch,
It's on you.
I died. I was like, okay, I done some crazy shit, but I
you
ain't
do
never
it?
gonna. Of course, bitch.
Maybe I would have been.
Yeah, I would have did it. I wouldn't have thought twice about that. That's easy.
Okay, but then it gets
All the
weirder.
viewers saw that.
You need the fast stream, slow stream. What you need?
Oh my god!
You want to come out a little bit, stop, come out a little bit, stop. What you need?
I sure will.
Finish the story. Let her finish the story.
So he said that's what he needed to, like, you know, to really be turned on. I was like, all right, cool. Now, mind you, my girl is more of like a voyeur, so she's looking, you know, getting her little rocks off or whatever. I'm doing most of the work. And then he's like, all right, now you got real pretty feet. I was like, okay, thank you. He was like, can you put your big toe on my butt? I was like,
Baby.
I was like, okay, this is where I have to draw the line. However, I needed my rent paid. I never did it again, but I did do it.
I never got to hear Nikki's story yet. I think you won.
You for sure won.
It's no competition.
But I've done some crazy stuff with guys, but not first date.
But that's it was
This is her first date.
That's the
Crazy.
first time.
She had to pee. She had to put a big toe in the booty. Put the toe she
I had to peg him. I pegged him
with the
before
big
that.
dildo.
Yes.
How big was it?
Can you give us
Can you give us a?
I mean, it was probably,
mic
it's
is pretty
probably
thick.
like this long. Probably this long.
Okay.
It's normal size, but the girth was like this. The girth was pretty girthy.
That's
the girth was
gaping.
girthing. It was
like
girthy.
this mic?
It bigger.
Oh,
It was girthy. It was girthy. And he was eating it up. And I was like, all right, daddy, you got
All
it.
right, Nikki, what's your craziest first date?
I've been on pretty good dates. I don't actually have one. I've been on great dates. I mean, nothing crazy. Like, yeah, maybe I didn't like them, but he didn't do anything crazy. I just didn't like you.
So what about him did you didn't like? Do you want to expound on what it was?
It might have just been his
you
views.
talking back
of
in
him
your
as a
your
person.
your whole
wild
days. You ain't had no
days.
crazy
You
I
ain't
days.
had
don't have
no-
a crazy date. I'm surprised too. Not a crazy date. Not a crazy date. No.
Okay.
I mean, other than the nigga that left me stranded at Six Flags, because
Okay,
Okay, wait.
but that wasn't a crazy date. It wasn't
That's
crazy.
crazy
He
being
just left me
stranded.
stranded at Six Flags.
You was stranded
That's
in Valencia.
crazy.
That's crazy.
Oh no, I was living in Atlanta.
Oh, well then you, okay, well. That's
Other than
If someone leaves you stranded, that's a
and they
crazy
stole
date.
my phone.
Girl,
Why she be so casual
I
about
had to
it?
break into his house to get my shit and I
Nakieyta.
pawned his shit. But that wasn't
That's the
crazy.
story,
That's
bitch.
the story.
I had to go to his house to get my shit back and break into his house to get my shit back.
Before we
That's
had
stolen
crazy,
and
bitch.
left me
Before we had
stranded.
found my
That is
iPhone,
crazy.
This bitch had to go find this.
What have you been through? Well, that's normal. The fuck?
I think your idea of
You
crazy
ghetto,
is a little
bitch.
skewed.
That's ghetto.
Just a little bit. A little skewed. It's okay.
Yeah, no, not a little, bitch.
I don't know. Somebody steal something from me. We geek. We out. I'm sorry.
Leave me
I'm
stranded,
sorry.
steal my
Your
phone, and
I think that
I
was my
go to
first
his
time.
house to steal my
Yeah.
shit back.
I
And
think
that's not
my-
crazy
I
to
think
you?
that's my first time ever breaking into someone's shit.
Wait, how
actually
did you
broke
break
into
into
his
his house?
I broke the window.
Oh, there you
And,
go.
bitch, that's not
that
crazy.
Jinx. Okay, so
Okay.
so it's not crazy. We going okay, I want to end this
That's
off with
crazy.
this. I'm going to end this off with this. Give me 3 qualities and make it quick that you are looking for in an actual relationship or dating. 3 qualities. Anybody can
I'll
start?
go first, or you can go first.
Go ahead.
Okay. Qualities in dating. I'm looking for consistency. That's number 1. I'm looking for somebody who listens. And the third one, I'm looking for somebody who can be patient with my crazy. Because I'm a little,
Okay.
I'm a little
Okay.
crazy.
Nikki, Bri.
I'm looking for dimension. I need you to scratch the surface. I cannot date.
Ooh, dimension.
Yes, I need dimension. I need a dimensional nigga. I need stoop kid to leave the stoop. I need you to be cultural.
Yes.
I need you to be articulate. I need you to just
Stimulation,
worldly.
yeah.
Yes, I need intelligence. I need that. I can't date a regular cis in the box heterosexual man.
Absolutely not.
I can't.
Done with them.
Yeah,
I
do
can't.
it.
It's not fun.
How about you? Bri? Oh, that was
was
2.
one.
That was 1?
That was
Oh.
one.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And dimension also comes with other shit, like the way you think, your views on shit.
So are we on 2?
No, we're on 1 still.
Okay.
Your views on, I don't care if it's politics, just because I think one thing that's what scares me about dating right now is it's not even about what you can do for me anymore. It's not about what you can buy. It's not about if you have a job. It's when I'm getting to know you, the pillow talk, hearing how you think
That's
about
what's-
shit.
Yeah, that's what's intriguing.
Is like, and I'm looking at you like, oh, you're actually an ugly person. Like, you can do all these little things, but you're an ugly person. No names, but even just when we went out with a person and her boyfriend said that to him, a woman who was raped, it is her fault. She did something to herself in that position. And I was like, so if it was your own mother who happened to be in an unfortunate situation, she put herself in that situation. Yep, I said. And I looked at this friend that y'all know and who also, never mind. And I was like, you really, you knew this about him? Or you just found this out? Because you've been with him for a minute. You're just finding out that he feels this way?
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. So that's just 1.
Okay, so what's 2 and 3?
I need
we can
a
get to
partner to actually feel like a partner. It's almost like being in the club and there's so many people, but you still feel like you're by yourself.
Yeah,
I
that
need
feels
to
good.
actually feel like you are my partner. It's not just always going to be rainbows, ponies, and unicorns. We're going to have days. Can you help me on those days? Can I help you on those days? If you can't help, the best thing to ask me is, how can I help? If you say I'm frustrated, I'm fucking spazzing, you don't know how to help, I'm moody, how can I help? What can I do?
Okay.
I need
number
a part.
2?
I don't want to feel like I'm by myself.
Okay.
3, these nonchalant, I can't show no feeling ass niggas. You gotta
No,
stay
no,
away
wait,
from me.
no,
you ain't
I
fucking.
know
you
you're not
can't.
talking.
This is the most nonchalant bitch in the
emotionally
world.
unavailable bitch
This
in
hoe
the fucking
got stale
planet.
face written on her face
who
24/7.
you are with your friends and who you are with your man is different. Who Bri is to me as my friend, who she is with the man, she's not hitting me with no pots and pans. Bri is a different person who she is with her man than who I am with my man.
My nigga with pots and pans either.
Yes, you
You
do.
did hit a nigga with a pot pan. You definitely did.
Did you not hit him with a?
Okay, wait, that's not it.
What
That's
I'm
not it.
saying
We
is,
You go first.
what
No,
I'm
he
saying
did.
is,
No, he did.
Wait, who
No,
did
he
hit with a
did.
pot?
Wait, guys.
First, wait, no. Who did I hit with a fucking pot?
you only hit one person with
You
a pot.
only hit one person with a pot.
Who?
Steven.
He hit me first.
But what I'm saying,
That's not the story that I heard.
Bitch, he grabbed me and I took the little eye off the stove and clocked him inside the head with because he had his hands on me first. I didn't just hit him.
What?
Is that crazy?
Okay.
Well,
but
first
that's
of
the story.
all-
Okay. I thought that's not what I heard when you told it the first
No,
time.
I just hit that nigga with a. Are you crazy?
I thought he like grabbed your like he like.
No, that nigga had me almost upside down, holding on to me.
I don't remember none of that. I don't remember none of that.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't remember that part.
And
Maybe
that's
you didn't tell us that part.
And that's okay. That's okay if we don't remember because maybe there was some parts that you left out. So that's fine.
But
I'm
you
just
told us
saying
the
we didn't
base
hear
of it.
that.
You told us
Yes.
the base.
Okay.
You
So
told us the base.
so
And
is
then
that
with that
your
nigga
three?
having stitches in his head
Okay,
for me
okay.
hitting him. Yes.
Okay, got it. He got stitches.
I was in fight or flight
Don't
mode
touch no woman. She
'cause I
gonna
was-
hit you with a pot.
because I was
Okay,
abused recently.
understandable.
Oh,
Understandable.
I was like, are you crazy?
We'll get to that. We're gonna have that on another episode. Nikki, number
Got me all
last three.
worked
That was the
up.
last one.
Yeah.
All right, Bree. Three.
Now you a pretty pony.
You're a pretty pony.
You're a pretty pony.
Brianna, what is your three things you look for in a relationship?
I forgot.
We're gonna come back and talk about it. We're gonna come back and talk about
How you
it.
forget?
That got me worked up. I'm just out here hitting
Well, you didn't say all the details.
Guys,
Okay,
three things you're
sorry.
looking for a relationship.
Okay, sorry.
I'll go. I'll let you get a breath.
Consistency for sure. Honesty. I feel like men tell you what they want you to hear and then try to give you that temporarily just to get what they want. Be open and intentional about what you want because I might be okay with that. Also, I need an educated, like you said, and worldly man for sure. Because I'm very open-minded with certain things and I need that for sure. And like she said, these cis...
Everything gay, everything no homo. No, I can't do this.
Don't
I can't.
touch my butt.
I ain't gonna get in the hot tub.
I go get in the hot tub with my homies.
Like, get out of here. Like, we were in Houston for my birthday, and we met this group of bachelors, a group of guys on a bachelor trip, and they had this dope-ass hot tub at their house, and they didn't even use it the whole weekend because
It's gay getting
gay.
in
They
the hot
can't sit
tub.
in
My
each
boy.
other.
That's dick
They
soup.
rotate.
I said, so y'all don't want to be in dick
y'all
soup?
get in a big-ass hot tub one at a time because it's dick soup if you do otherwise. Get the fuck out. Y'all are dumb.
Dumb.
But it's homophobic. Right?
Exactly.
It's homophobic.
Okay,
Like,
so I would
I can't.
say mine would be integrity, honesty. See, I got a lot. I'm gonna go with
Well, you
integrity.
said,
I'm
on the
gonna say
paper it
three.
said 5. You telling us 3.
Because we wrapping up and y'all giving life stories.
But you don't understand how long we... You
All
didn't
right.
ask how long we got.
It's
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay,
long
so
do we have,
we got
I'll give it.
okay, we got as long as we want. So I would say integrity.
Slap his
This bitch.
I would say honesty.
This bitch.
Oh, we giving life stories.
Y'all was.
Fuck.
Well, it was a story. As much as
I asked 3 qualities y'all looking for.
that was not the life
All
story
right,
you're talking
all
about.
right, all right. I didn't say that.
The
So-
first date was a story because it was a
yeah,
story.
that's what it was. But when I asked the third question, but anyway, my thing is honesty, integrity, and I like guys that show affection. I really like guys that show affection.
You like PDA.
yours too. I like PDA.
See, I don't like PDA.
I like PDA.
I love it.
I like
hate
PDA.
that.
But you
Grab
love
my
it.
neck
That
and kiss
shit.
me, nigga.
I like
Like,
PDA.
I love PDA.
I love
don't.
PDA. Well,
Grab my butt, grab my throat, and tell me like,
oh wow,
like
at the bar, grab me.
yeah.
Okay, well, we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you, lovely ladies, the girls, for joining. Again, we got Bri, we got Ellen, and we got Nikki. And I'm sure you guys at home can relate to everything we talked about. Even if it's just one of y'all. Like, subscribe, share, make a little comment, send an email, do whatever you gotta do.
I don't give a fuck if you did. Fuck
I
you
mean,
did.
whatever. I don't care about the judgment. You do what you do.
Hosen did way worse. Y'all just ain't tell her.
And thank y'all for joining us. Daz It
Daz
All.
Daz It Daz All is written by me, Casey Carnage, and produced by myself and Rick Barrio Dill. Executive producer is Duff Ferguson. Our senior producer is Sabrina Siewert. Associate producer, Bri Coorey. Audio and video engineering and studio facilities provided by S.L.A.P Studios LA with distribution through our collective for social progress and cultural expression, S.L.A.P the network. If you have any ideas for a show you want to hear or see, please email us at info@slapthepower.com. And as always, go to dazitdazall.com and sign up there to make sure you will never miss a thing. See you next show.